Imagine this. No houses, no cities, no electricity, no warm bed waiting for you. Just endless wilderness. And then suddenly, the sky turns black. Rain begins to fall. 10,000 years ago, what did humans actually do when storms arrived? How did they survive? And what was it like to hear thunder? Before anyone understood what thunder was. Today, rain is an inconvenience. Back then, it could mean death. Ancient humans lived in a world completely exposed to nature. No waterproof clothing, no weather forecast, no safe roads. A single storm could destroy firewood, flood sleeping areas, or force entire groups to move. And unlike us, they couldn't just wait it out comfortably indoors. Nature controlled everything. So what did humans actually do? First, they searched for shelter. Caves were the obvious choice. Not because they were cozy, but because they blocked wind, rain, and cold. But caves weren't always available, so humans also used rock overhangs, dense forests, animal hide tents, temporary wooden structures. Some groups even built primitive shelters from mammoth bones and stretched animal skin over them. And when storms became dangerous, entire tribes would gather together tightly for warmth. The real problem wasn't just getting wet, it was losing fire. Fire meant survival. It provided warmth-like cooked food protection from predators. Without fire, cold rain could become deadly very quickly, so ancient humans protected fire constantly. Some researchers believe groups carried burning embers during travel, carefully keeping them alive for days. Imagine trying to protect a tiny flame, while rain crashes around you in total darkness. That flame was life itself. Now imagine something even stranger. Ancient humans didn't understand weather scientifically. They didn't know what lightning was, or why storms happened. To them, thunder may have sounded supernatural, like giant creatures in the sky, or angry spirits. Many early human myths probably began this way. People trying to explain terrifying natural events they couldn't understand. Because when lightning strikes near you, in a world with no technology, it feels like the universe is alive. Rain also changed human behavior. People traveled less during storms, they stayed closer together, and long rainy nights may have created something unexpected. Storytelling. Imagine sitting around a fire inside a dark cave, listening to rain echo against stone walls. No phones, no distractions, just voices in the dark. Some scientists believe these moments helped humans develop language myths, traditions, and stronger social bonds. In a strange way, bad weather may have helped create human culture itself. Rain at night was especially dangerous. Predators moved silently. Visibility disappeared, and without modern light, the darkness was absolute. Humans likely stayed awake in shifts, keeping watch while others slept. Every sound mattered. A crack in the forest, movement outside the cave, growling nearby. Rain made the world harder to predict, and early humans survived by constantly paying attention. Here's the interesting part. To ancient humans, this life probably didn't feel tragic. It was simply normal. They weren't sitting in caves imagining heated homes, electric lights, waterproof roofs, or grocery stores. They had never known those things. There was no better life to compare reality against. Rain wasn't considered miserable weather. It wasn't an inconvenience. It was part of existence itself, something as ordinary and unavoidable as nightfall. And humans adapted to it in remarkable ways. Over thousands of generations, our ancestors learned how to survive freezing temperatures, violent storms, dangerous animals, and landscapes that could turn deadly overnight. They studied the sky constantly. They memorized the behavior of seasons. They understood which caves stayed dry, which trees bent in strong wind, which rivers flooded after heavy rain. Survival depended on paying attention, and slowly, humans became incredibly resilient. Our species survived ice ages, massive floods, long winters, volcanic eruptions, entire eras where food was scarce and death was common, long before cities existed, before farming, before written language. Humans were already enduring some of the harshest conditions imaginable, which means something important. Modern humans are descended from survivors. Every person alive today comes from an unbroken chain of people who managed to endure storms, hunger, fear, cold nights, disease, and uncertainty for thousands upon thousands of years. The instincts we still carry today, fear of darkness, comfort from firelight, anxiety during storms, the need for shelter, all come from that ancient world. In a strange way, part of the cave still exists inside us, because for most of human history, safety was never guaranteed. And maybe that's why storms still feel powerful even now, even with solid roofs above us. Some ancient part of the brain still remembers what rain once meant. So the next time rain hits your window late at night, imagine hearing it from inside a cold cave 10,000 years ago. No glass, no electricity, no streetlights glowing outside. Only darkness stretching across the wilderness, the air smelling of wet earth and smoke, a weak fire crackling beside stone walls, shadows moving across the cave ceiling, and somewhere beyond the entrance, the sound of heavy rain falling through a world that still felt mysterious and dangerous. Every noise outside mattered. Every storm carried uncertainty. Would the fire survive the night? Would the river flood? Would predators come closer in the dark? Ancient humans lived with questions modern people rarely have to ask, and yet, they kept going. They cared for each other, protected their families, held children close during storms, waited together for morning. And maybe that's the strangest part of all. Those humans were not as different from us as we often imagine. They laughed. They feared the unknown. They searched for warmth and safety. They loved the people around them. And when thunder echoed through the darkness, they waited for the storm to pass, just like we do today.